I don't normally do videos coming this way because this is the main street, believe it or not. But it's a national holiday today. 3 Kings, I think. But I wasn't going to make a video, but here I am. And I think that to speak about these sorts of things, to even think about them, to ponder them, to write about them, to paint about them, there has to be an inspiration. And that inspiration just tends to bubble up from nowhere. It just arrives without any provocation, without any trying, without any agenda. It just bubbles up. It's really incredible that it can bubble up out of nowhere. That is fascinating in itself. And I suspect that the muse for inspiring me in such a way is just simply being alive. Oh, Main Street traffic jam. What have we got going on here? Oh, okay. I thought there'd be less traffic, but here we are. It's just being itself. Because that's the only constant. And I guess someone said change is the only constant. And I would say yes, that is true. But is the only constant. Being is the only constant. Everything else feels like clutter. Like just more stuff. And for me, there's enough stuff in this physical reality. And I find that teachings and paradigms are just more stuff. Oh my goodness, I stopped videoing and we get a constant flow of traffic. There we go. All the rest of it is just clutter. I'm the kind of person who doesn't like clutter. The clutter seems to happen. And then I get rid of it all again. I'm talking about my house, really. Stuff, things. My mind doesn't really get too cluttered. It can on occasion. But it just passes. And I don't worry about who or who isn't doing it. I don't concern myself with these ideas. I used to. But that seems to have disappeared out of my life for quite a long time now. It doesn't serve anything. It's just a few people's ideas and presented as the truth, and I don't actually find any truth in it. Because when I look for a me, there isn't one, and when I look for a no me, there isn't one. There's just being here, just simply that. Simply the case. And I think to have a teaching, you have to have something to not teach, but something that is a defining line between this moment and the next. And there is no defining line between this moment and now this moment. There was no line there, was there? So how can there suddenly be a me and a no me? That me and no me idea is just the same as change. But I can't see it actually happening. The only death that occurred here was the death to anything having to change. That was really the only death. And I wouldn't call that a death. I would just call that a moment of clarity. That there was never anything to struggle towards. It just doesn't happen. It didn't happen. There's only just what is. And that isn't defined by anything, a realization, experience. This is all just more clutter. And clutter's fine. It's this place, this realm is made of things. Material things, thoughts, feelings, ideas. This is all just stuff. And I think what happens is people get cluttered with the stuff, especially in seeking. It's seeking in clutter. Trying to declutter. Well, you can't really declutter because this realm is clutter. Look at it, it's full of clutter. Don't get me wrong, I love the clutter because it is. It's a miracle. It's a miracle bubbling up out of nowhere, like inspiration bubbles out of nowhere, like thoughts bubble out of nowhere. But I don't give any heed to them. I don't take any of them seriously. Oh, we're coming into the part of town I haven't brought you into. And hello, Barbara. I'll make this one for you. This is the main part of town. More main than the other part of town I showed. It's where the banks are, and there's a supermarket here. I'm going to meet a friend for coffee. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this, Barbara. But it's very quiet. It's normally very busy and active. And I'm hoping the cafe's open actually, because it's a national holiday. But I can see various groups of elderly gentlemen hanging around street corners as they like to here. Gaggles of elderly gentlemen who like to drink their punchy in the moment, which is a kind of a I don't know, alcohol brandy thing. There they are. Look. There's another little gaggle down there. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here because my friend's probably sitting in the cafe just ahead of us. I just wanted to talk about that, about the clutter, and how this place can never be decluttered. You might as well just forget it. Just forget the whole thing, because we'll never work it out. And if we put the self, no self, me, no me into the equation of clutter, well, it's just more messiness. It appears to be wanted cleaned up, but you can't clean it up because it's just it's just nothing. It's just nothing. They're just thoughts, they're just ideas. Oh, there she is. Better go. She's standing there waiting for me. Okay then. Lots of love. Bye.